Hello traders, the title of the video is how to use media line of two dynamic trend lines. Alright, some trader may say, George, I already know what you are about to discuss today, but I invite you to stay with us as we continue this tutorial about a dynamic trend line. A dynamic trend line is a trend line that we draw through the price if the price goes up in a straight line and goes down in a straight line. But you will see that the price does not always go up. Okay, does not always go up in a straight line. But we will talk about it in another tutorial, how you draw, okay, the dynamic trend line. So here we have the dynamic trend line. For those of you who are not familiar with the dynamic trend line, very often the price will be oscillating around the dynamic trend line. To draw it, you just draw it straight through the price. It's different from the common sense trend line. Alright, so you see here how the price was going in a straight line. It's like we are crossing the price. We are just drawing a line through it. That's it. You went in a straight line here, and we can draw another one in a straight line here. That's it. So when we have two dynamic trend lines, so there is one here, and there is another one here, you see. So we have two trend lines, two dynamic trend lines. You can put a median line between the angle of those two dynamic trend lines. So you have this one here. So this is a median line of this one and this one. So this is a median line dynamic trend line. As you can see now, it's not yet useful to us. I'm looking at United Health Group, EPIC UNH, Uniform November Hotel, belonging to the healthcare sector. So you may say that, George, it's not useful yet. So when you see that, you say, George, it's not yet useful to me. What you need to do, the price here now. So you can again draw the median line between this trend line and that median line. You can repeat that step as many times as you like to find other, okay, dynamic trend line that are median lines of two dynamic trend lines. So here it is. So I have, you see, are you getting it now? Now that I'm drawing this one, you say to me, wow, George, look at that. I wish I'd done it before. Here it is. You see, as the price was crashing down below the first dynamic trend line, this one, it found a support near this is our new median line. So this new median line, I like to color them turquoise so I don't forget them. So I'm a bit reluctant to change the color, all right? So you need to concentrate, all right? It's myself. This dynamic trend line and this one, this is their median line. Here the price found a support. So we are just looking for trading setup or candlestick pattern. You can look for candlestick pattern. This is a candlestick bar with a long tail touching. It didn't pierce it. We were expecting to pierce it. It didn't pierce it. Touching it. So which means there is a support here. That's why it got a tail. So if this candlestick bar is closed, we can draw a line here and say prior to bullish signal above, prior to bearish signal below, and then we implement a different time frame trading method to trade it carefully because people are selling. So if you are buying here, you want to be careful. So now it breaks below that first dynamic trend line. What is it doing now? It's going to retest it. So once this candlestick bar is closed, it's not yet closed, we implement a different time frame trading method to trade it. If you do not want to wait for that candlestick bar to close, you can go either to the weekly chart or daily chart to look for your trading setup. If I go quickly to the daily chart, you see how it ran to touch it. That's the power of the dynamic trend line, yes or no? Now they sold it down. Okay? So the purpose of this tutorial is to tell you that anytime one sees two dynamic trend lines forming an angle, one can draw another dynamic trend line between those two. So the exercise we are doing here, the first one that we have done, we see this trend line. Those are the first one that we draw. We draw this one, and then we draw this one. We say, all right, George said that we can draw a median line. So here it is. We put it there, dividing this angle into two exactly. I don't worry too much about it. I just draw it roughly. So there is normally you can draw. I don't want the video to be too long because I talked about this before. You can draw a vertical line like this on the same vertical line like this. And then you project it again to make sure it's the same measurement. All right, I'm moving away from that. Okay, so you draw that median line. Okay, so now again, we can draw another median line between this one, this dynamic trend line, and this one because we have two, isn't it? We can draw another median line between this one and this one because we have two. Anytime we see two median lines like this one now, these two here because the price here, nothing can stop me to draw another one there between the two in a way that is dividing the angle between this dynamic trend line and that dynamic trend line. Have I managed to speak in my beautiful Texas accent to explain this important topic today? I hope so. So this is it, all right? How to use median line of two dynamic trend line. You draw two dynamic trend line forming an angle. You can draw, okay, a median line between the two. So I did not talk about this one you see here. This is another dynamic trend line here. So somewhere there is an angle here. So because I can't see on my chart, I'm just guessing it now, roughly. Nothing can stop me to draw it like this. So you say to me, Joe, is it useful? Yes, it is useful. Why? Look at this. Look at this. When did we draw this one? So you could have drawn this trend line somewhere in 2017, this dynamic trend line. You could have drawn it in 2017 or 2018. So you leave it there. And this one, you could have drawn it long time. Or even today, you can draw it today. It's there. But now, look, though that dynamic trend line, this one, and this one, were there before the price touches their median line. So one could have drawn the median line between this dynamic trend line and this dynamic trend line and leave it there before the price touches here. If you have any question, suggestion, all right, please put in the comment section. And of course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. We are recording this video today because a TSTWSYS008 trader, he asked me, George, would you like to expand on the subject of the dynamic trader? This is a trader who went to www.dayprotraders, reading about the dynamic trend line and want me to talk about it more. And I'm very glad to do so. And I have more tutorial coming up shortly to explain to traders, okay, how they can use the dynamic trend line. If this video has been truly useful to you, please let us know by giving us the thumbs up. If you say, George, I'm not impressed one bit, be sure to mark it down. If you think it's an essential tutorial, feel free to share with your friend on the social media. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Day Pro Traders. Click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about how to use median line of two dynamic trend line. The financial instrument that we are analyzing today is United Health Group. Before we wrap it up, you may say, Joe, you always doing that. Yeah, before we wrap it up, there's another stock here. It's UTS, for those of you who are interested. You see there is this trend line here, dynamic trend line, that we draw through the price. Almost, not perfect. Okay. I want it to go through it nicely. Yes, you see, it's straight line, isn't it? So I'm drawing a pure. So it was a straight line, and then it start oscillating around it. I'll talk about that in another tutorial. See, here, all right, here. Okay. So that's a dynamic trend line. So we can draw that line somewhere in 97. Will you agree? Okay. Look. Touch it here, that's what we are talking about. Touch it here, it goes above it, now it crashes below it. Why? We want to know why, and we implement a top natural method. break below, retest, Q. It went back above it. Yeah, that's it. Break above, retest. You see? Break below, retest. Common settler is broken. Break above. So now there were a lot of trade here, even recently. You can see how find the support, a line that we draw. Look at that. A line that we draw. That we could have drawn. We can draw it today, though. Yeah, we can still draw it today. But we could have drawn this line 697 and leave it on our chart. And look for trading setup as a swing trader, day trader, on different time frames. Look at that. Here it is. Retest. Now it crashed, retest. We will say, okay, prior to bullish signal above, prior to bearish signal below. Now it goes back above it. That's why we use a different time frame trading method instead of just selling it. You will see it. You will see it that it's going up if you are using a different time frame trading method. All right, here it is. Now you test it again. How many times? 1, 2. Now again here. It crashed through, come by different support. Beautiful, isn't it? So I'm talking about angle. So we have another one here. So following the same step, all right, you see two dynamic trend line. We can draw a median line of that, roughly. I'm just drawing it roughly because I'm wrapping it up. Haven't I said that I'm wrapping it up? Okay. Oh, that's the median line. So you look at the median line, what you could have done, look at the median line. So this one breaking a ball, it come near the median line. Boom. All right, common sense must be broken. Implement it. Be careful, gently. Don't get carried away. All right. Look at this. Touch it on the edge. Can we see on the edge here? I don't want to move some of, you see, on the edge, almost on the edge of the median line of these two dynamic trend lines. We can even project it down again. Now it's coming down. You see that angle between the two? Is it too much for you? Okay, don't worry. That angle between the two, we can vertically project it down again. This is a market geometry hot dose. So that's it, all right? So until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. Have I said? If you like this video, give us the thumbs up. If you dislike it, be sure to mark it down. If you think it's an essential tutorial, feel free to share with your friend on the social media, all right? Subscribe to Day Pro Traders and click on the notification bell. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTWSYS008 traders talking about how to use a median line of two dynamic trend lines. The financial instrument that we are analyzing today is United Health Group and also UTS, United Technology Corporated. Happy trading to you all, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching.